Hi and welcome into another Terraform video. Today we'll be talking about Terraform Console and how it can help us in our workflow. So let's hop into the console and work it out. Alright, we are back in the Visual Studio Code and we'll be checking out our code on our Ubuntu server. If you didn't know and didn't see how we approach this matter, I will link the Terraform playlist down below. So just to go very briefly through that, we have a providers.tf where we are instantiating an AWS provider, and we have a mine.tf which consists of one S3 bucket, a VPC with private and public subnet, internet gateway, NAT gateway, elastic IP, route tables, and so on. We also have an EC2 with a security group to allow HTTP, and we have an AWS EC2 instance T3 micro instantiated with a very basic Nginx installed by a user script with a briefly .dev domain, and then we have a output of instance public IP. Alright, so let's talk about Terraform Console. So if we will write Terraform Console, it will launch us a Terraform REPL, something like Read-Eval-Print Loop. So this is a common pattern also known from programming languages like JavaScript or Python, that we have a console in which we can work things out. So we can make some basic calculations like in Python or JavaScript, so 5 plus 4 equals 3. We can print some stuff like hello. We can also, and this is very nice thing here, that we can see how the Terraform built-in functions run and what will be the output. So we can, let's say, create a string which will be a hello, and then we can do some kind of a computation here. So we will use a upper function which ups all the letters, and here we can just write world and see what will be the output. So as you can see, the world is made to an uppercase. So this is a nice place to find out and check out some of the solutions or code you would like to run and see how it will be outputted. And the next best thing is that we can actually access our state through that and see details of our resources. So let's maybe see here. We have a resource of AWS-VPC mine_VPC, and let's write it here, AWS_VPC dot main VPC, and we will get an output of everything related to this VPC. So CIDR block, IRN, some enabled options for DNS and so on, the ID, mine route table, some tags and so on. And we can go with each individual resource this way. So we can do a AWS subnet, public subnet. Let's see what we have here. And we can see that we have a subnet ID here, which we can use. And maybe let's try it in the console. So I'm already logged in here. Let's navigate to VPC in this account with the resources created through Terraform. Here we can go to subnets. There are some other subnets here, but we are thinking about those two which were created through Terraform. And let's see this public one and copy and paste here. The ID matches. So this is exactly the same output. So if you are not sure what parameters of subnet or VPC or whatever resource you need, you can check it out, and also you can confirm if this is the resource you are looking for. So maybe let's go also to AWS EC2 instance, which we have instantiated here. Let's see what we will see here. So we can do AWS instance and Nginx. We have some data, and we can go even deeper in this object. So we can do a public IP, and we will see the public IP. Let's take this public IP maybe to a browser. Let's do HTTP, and let's see what's there. So we have this briefly .dev, which was created through this user data script while creating this instance. So this is a very basic overview of Terraform Console, but as you can see, there is a lot of power in this particular tool, because we can evaluate some stuff before we will do a plan or apply. So I hope you learned something new, and see you next time.